Oh, he may be coming back to you. Hey guys, it's Peter from Pete and Amy and Two Thumbs Pete and all Pete related things again. We are going to continue playing Sonic with Sonic 3. We're going to play Sonic 3 A.I.R today, Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited. This is a project by A.I.R. I wanted to make sure I got the name right on there. And unlike the Sonic 1, 2, and CD decompilations, this is an actual kind of remaster of Sonic 3 and Knuckles that uses the Sonic 3 and Knuckles ROM that was originally available officially through Steam, but has now been delisted to be resold with De Novo. So we are playing this instead of Sonic Origins, as seems to be tradition. There are a lot of different options in this project. You can modify and tweak a lot of things. I tried to make it as much like the original Sonic 3 Knuckles on the Genesis as possible. I did add some visual stuff, like the after images when you get the speed shoes, so it looks like Sonic Mania. The peel out animation from Sonic CD if you're going super fast. That kind of stuff wasn't in the original. See, like you can change it to none. But I do like those visual effects. I also enabled, I guess some of the level layouts can be changed too. I'm doing everything Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm also enabling, where is it? Well, I can't find it now. Tails Assist to let you fly as Tails, even if you're playing as Sonic. I did that because every modern Sonic game does that now. Yeah, Tails Assist right there. And I've got it set up to work the way it does in Sonic Mania, since that's the one I'm most used to. Other tweaks you can do, you can give the game a Hyper Tails, which the original game didn't have. You can cancel your Super form. I'm just going to change it to the way it originally was. Once you go Super, you have to stay that way. Supersonic jump ability, you can give him a shield, you can give him a super dash. Lots of stuff you can change. I'm going to keep it as much like the original as possible. I've made some visual changes. We're going to play as Sonic and Tails, because I think that's the best way to play the game. You get more levels that way if you play as, at least as Sonic alone, but we don't want to kick Tails to the curb. So this is the first game that Knuckles was in. This is the one that introduces Knuckles. It's also the one that introduces the Blue Sphere special stages, so get ready for a lot of those, because I am going for all 14 emeralds in this game. Yes, there are 14 emeralds this time around. There are 7 regular Chaos Emeralds. You saw Knuckles knock those out of us a second ago. And then 4 Super Emeralds. Another tweak that I did in the game options for this is when I get rings in these special stages, I have the counter counting down. In the original game, the ring counter counted up, so you never really knew how many rings were in the stage. Starting with Sonic Mania, it started counting down instead, so you know not only how many spheres are left, but how many rings are left. The rings, honestly, don't really give you anything except for, like, continues, extra lives, that kind of thing. Sonic 3 A.I.R added some user-made achievements, so there might be an achievement for getting all the rings in a special stage, so I might do that a couple of times just to see if it gives me anything. Some of the cool achievements that A.I.R added to this include being able to play Knuckles and Tails can fly Knuckles around, which is kind of cool. You have to get a certain number of achievements. Oh, there you go. You have to get a certain number of achievements to unlock some of the cheats, though. And they're not really cheats, they're more like unlockables. So we'll see what I get as I'm playing. But, there we go. So, I guess, clearing everything out, getting a, perfect got me that achievement, which is kind of cool. By the way, if you see me do this, like, flash when I'm in the air like that, that's called the instant shield. And it is supposed to act like a regular shield, I think, or let a projectile go through you. I have never timed that correctly. I have never once timed it correctly. Whoops. Cool. You'll also notice that some of the animations... Oh, that's cool. See, that's neat. I like that. That was the peel out. Some of the animations are a lot smoother. Again, going off of the way Sonic Mania did things. Another kind of, not visual tweak, but, aesthetic type tweak that I might make is one of the options is you can actually make it so that when you're underwater, the, sound is, kind of fuzzy a little bit, as if you're really underwater. I kind of want to turn that on and see what that's like. The soundtrack in Sonic 3 A.I.R is also remastered in much higher quality. You can turn it off if you want to use the original music. I've got it on, though, because I think it does sound... It legitimately sounds better. After this stage, I'm probably not going to go for every ring in the stage, because, like I said, it doesn't really do a lot gameplay-wise. And this game is already about twice as big as Sonic 1 and 2 as it is. So, I'm not looking to speedrun anything, but I'm also not looking for this playthrough to take, like, a month. I don't know how I'm going to split it up. I may do Sonic 3 this week, Sonic and Knuckles next week. We'll see what it looks like when I get to the end of Sonic 3. But I want to do at least one of the games, in a week. Also, yeah, I apologize for the dizziness of the special stages. This is what every special stage is going to look like, so if this is making you dizzy, you might not want to watch the special stages. I don't know why... There we go. There is jumping in the special stages, too. I just haven't had a reason to jump yet. A lot of the animations are a lot smoother than the original in the A.I.R version as well. So, I've got a hot... I don't know if it's a hot take. I still personally believe that this game, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, whether you're playing the A.I.R version or the original version, is the best 2D Sonic game. I mean, Mania was really good. I don't think anybody is going to argue against that. But... That was weird. I thought that was supposed to break, but whatever. But there's just so much content in this one. Oh, Tails, you messed me up. There's so much content in this one, and I don't know. I really like it. It's really tight. It's got really good music. It is the game that Michael Jackson, I guess now famously, worked on a little bit. The music is quite good. More levels in a 2D Sonic game like this is never a bad thing. There are quite a lot. I like the branching paths if you're playing as Knuckles. Knuckles has, in a lot of levels, he has a completely different path to take from Sonic. It's a totally different game. Knuckles cannot jump as high as Sonic can, so he's got kind of like a lower path for a lot of his stuff. And I thought that added quite a lot of replay value to it. I still like playing as Sonic and Tails, though, mainly because with Sonic you get the Doomsday Zone, and it's the final zone in the game, which you do not get as Knuckles. And that's a fun level. Yeah, see, look at how much faster this goes if you're not trying to get all the rings. I wanted to get it a couple of times just because I kind of figured it was going to give me one of the achievements, and the achievements actually unlock things in this one, so I figured I'd try to get them all. But I'm not going to do that for every stage. So, as you've probably already noticed, the Chaos Emeralds in this game are obtained by just finding those big rings in each stage. You don't even need a certain amount of rings to go in, like you needed to, 50 rings to go through into the special stages in Sonic 2. It's just, you find the ring, and you go in. So, you can potentially get all the Chaos Emeralds very, very quickly in this one. As you can see, there are still, bonus areas in the, with the, checkpoints. Those are just bonus games that get you, extra lives, rings, shields, that kind of thing. They don't actually get you anything super important. They're fun, but they're not necessary by any means. This stage, to me as a kid, was always the hardest, and it is crazy to watch speedrunners do it. It always blows my mind, because I had a lot of issues with this one when I was younger. And I say when I was younger, but I really hope I don't, I really hope I don't mess it up now, too. Okay, it's gonna speed up right here. I don't like being near any spheres when I know it's going to speed up. Also, for anyone else who hasn't played this, red spheres are bad. If you touch a red sphere, you will immediately die, which we obviously don't want. See, and I am definitely not doing this correctly as far as, like, getting all the rings and, you know, the best way to do things in the stage. I'm just trying to do it to finish it. Like I said, speedrunners know what they're doing, and they can just go around that entire thing, the perimeter of it, and turn everything into rings. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I needed to do. I needed to pick one of those edge spheres and just go all the way around all of it, and it would have turned it all into rings. But I was too scared to try that. That was kind of funny to watch. Oh, cool. Thank you, Tails. So I think that's going to be... I'm hitting that, yeah. That's actually perfectly fine, because I would much rather have this for what's coming up. Yeah, that's going to be the last emerald I get in this area. This is just kind of an auto-scroller. You just have to hold right. There was some kind of a tweak in the options for this game that changed this as well. And I don't know what that change would have been. I just put it back to the original way of doing things. I'll be interested to go back and actually enable that and see what happens. Ooh. Again, I am not doing this in the way that a speedrunner would do it. Also, something interesting to note, see how he's, like, shooting the fireballs, which I am currently immune to thanks to my shield. With Knuckles, that same boss will shoot twice as many, fireballs. So Knuckles really is kind of like hard mode. He doesn't jump as high, he's got to take a different, harder route. The bosses do things that they don't normally do, when you're Sonic. So, Hydro City. I call it Hydro City. It is a city underwater, so I call it Hydro City. I know a lot of people call it Hydrocity. Here, you know what? Let's try... Where's that underwater thing? I'm sure I can... Would it be under visual? I didn't think it'd be under visuals. Oh, can I not change the underwater controls in here? Oh, maybe it's an... That would make sense, wouldn't it? Alright, lots of stuff you can change. Underwater muffled. Let's see what that sounds like. You know what? I actually kind of like that. I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Water shield, in addition to letting you bounce around with a double jump, it also gives you infinite breath underwater, which is cool. I kind of like that. Did Mania do that? I can't remember if Mania had muffled water. It might have. I genuinely don't remember if it did or not. Ooh, I always get hit by that guy. Oh, the mid-stage boss is going to be kind of annoying with the audio the way it is, though. Oh. Can I get there? Nope. Whatever. That was just kind of annoying. I probably don't even really need to wait there for that, but... Oh, that's interesting. The pitch changed depending on how deep in the water I was. Wow, that's cool. I actually really like that. Yeah, good job on that one. Okay. I'm actually leaving the rings in this level so I know where I've been. Because this level's kind of twisty. Nine left probably means it's just going to be like one block. There we go. Alright. Yeah, back in the day I thought it was kind of cool because Sonic and Knuckles introduced the lock-on cartridge technology on the Genesis. So you could add... I don't know how to do this fight without getting hit, so prepare to watch me get hit a whole bunch. Yeah, you could lock on... You could put the Sonic 3 cartridge, or kind of any cartridge, really, into the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. So you could get the entire Sonic and Knuckles experience with all the stages. And the reason they did that is because they weren't able to finish the full game, so... Even that's underwater. So they made it... So they basically released half of it, and then released the second half of it, and made it so you could put it together and get it the way it was supposed to be. Actually, you know what? I am gonna turn that off. I like the music. So, yeah, Sonic and Knuckles was originally just supposed to... Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was supposed to be just plain Sonic 3. It was all planned as one game, and they just couldn't finish everything that they wanted to in time. So, that's why they invented that lock-on technology. You ended up basically paying for the game twice, but that's just what they wanted to do to give the full experience. You could technically lock any game onto Sonic and Knuckles. Most of the time you got a random blue sphere stage if you did that, but Sonic 1 hooked into Sonic and Knuckles gave you what I think a lot of people consider to be the official blue spheres game. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, that one was just kind of special, and it gave you different Blue Spheres levels than putting a random cartridge in there. And I think a lot of people consider that to be the official thing. I want to say it saved your progress? Did it? I can't remember if it saved your progress or not. I know it was more special than just the random stages that any other cartridge generated, though. So. Oh, also another difference in this from the Genesis version, obviously, as you can see, is widescreen. It is in beautiful widescreen. Everything looks absolutely fantastic. Upscales to 4K really well. I'm actually playing it in 4K right now and recording in 1080p, so I hope the recording's doing okay. I actually don't know what the quality of the stream looks like right now. Okay, this is gonna be another one where I leave a path for myself. You doing okay, Amy? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't work with them on you? Oh, I'm sorry. Shingo will not stop using Amy as a bed. And I tried to pull him in here, and he wouldn't stick around because Amy is the bed. Lots of blue spheres in this one, but a lot of it's just repeated direction. You just gotta find the right direction to go. Eight, 5, 4, yep, here we go. Is that 6? I think that was 6. Oh, okay, bye, Tails. Well, I was gonna have him fly me, but that didn't work out. There we go. Yeah, like, especially, like, Tails, when he's changing angles, you can tell how much smoother it is. It's a lot like Mania, which was a lot smoother than the original version of, like, any of the Genesis Sonic games, so... Bye. Oh, he comes back a lot faster in this, too, I think. I could just be misremembering that, but... Ooh. Oh, not high enough. That's okay. At least we can't drown. The electric shield is... whoa. A lot of visual anomalies in this, I'm noticing, though. Which, I mean, is fine. I would still rather play this than the original one at this point. Ooh, no, I don't like the one that's orange stars. The all-white stars are fine, the red stars are fine. I don't like the orange ones. Yeah, the water shield is great for this stage because you don't need to wait for him to drop the bombs. Oops, well, I'm gonna have to wait for him to drop the bombs. Okay. That's what you would normally have to do if you didn't have the water shield, or you would have to wait for him to get low to pull up some of the water. The water shield makes that fight pretty trivial, though. I just messed up that last hit. Oh, I can skip that. That's good to know. Okay. So, we're up to Marble Garden. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I just feel like there are a lot of places where you can, like, get stuck. The flow is also kind of not that great. It's a much slower stage. This is much more of a platformer than other levels. Oh, well. That's a preview of the mid-zone boss. Yeah, we got these fake guys that are actually springs. I always thought that was kind of cool as a kid. Whoop. Come on, I just need one more. Wow, Tails isn't going to help at all. Not even trying to pull his weight. I mean, I guess I do make him fly me around a ton. There we go. Ah! Okay. Thank you, sir. These spinning top things that weirdly fly, you actually want to keep them in some of these areas, because when they hit the ground and fly like this, like that wall that I just broke, that could not be destroyed by anything but this. I could not spin dash through that one. So, and luckily when you get hit when you're on one of those things, you don't lose all your rings. It just kind of knocks you off as if you were hit while you had a shield. I think you might actually lose your shield if that happens, though. I can't remember. Okay, and I believe we are going to get to, hopefully, the last special stage until we are done with the Sonic 3 portion of the game. So, all of the other special stages are the Super Emeralds and the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game. Okay, I am doing this incorrectly. I got that one. That one. And I saw some over here, so we might as well get these. I'm pretty sure if anybody who speedruns this series is watching this, they're not happy with what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't mean to jump! Oh! It physically hurts. Okay, well, now I'm upset with me. Alright. Oh, God, that would have made Marble Garden much more bearable, too. I'm sure there are special stage locations that I don't know about. Again, like the other ones, I'm just doing what I grew up doing. The route that I'm taking is just the route that I always played as a kid. I didn't really deviate much in these games. I just found something that worked and I stuck with it. So... you can kind of tell which ones are the fake ones. You know what? We'll go ahead and do this one. So, this was the only special stage in Sonic 3. They added a bunch more special stages in Sonic Knuckles. But if I remember correctly, that's the only one that was in Sonic 3. Oh, you bastard. Now you see, he'll knock down some rocks that are, like, pointed. And if he does that, normally you would take damage, but if you have a shield, you can just let them fall on you and they just bounce off like that. And it's really satisfying. Okay. Oh, I was right on the cusp of an extra life on that one. Well, I like how the time started going before I was even allowed to leave the screen. Thanks. That might be a setting you can change, though. You can change pretty much everything else. Okay. You do get a pretty cool alternate boss in this stage as Knuckles. Hey, I can take the top route. And it's too bad that you don't get that boss as Sonic. Although, I believe, unless I'm thinking of a different glitch, I believe there is a glitch that lets Sonic get into Knuckles' area, and therefore do that Knuckles exclusive boss. I could be wrong there. I do not remember for sure. Oh, bounced a little too high. I know there's some kind of a glitch like that in Launch Base, where you can get Knuckles into... Or no, I think that one you can get Sonic into Knuckles' area also. That might be the one that I'm thinking of. Alright, let's try this again, and I need to really concentrate on what I'm doing here. Alright. Not going for any rings. Okay. I am going to try and make rings, though. So, A, I can know where I've been, and B, there are fewer red spheres to deal with. That seems like a decent idea to me. I'm going to jump as little as possible. Ooh, we are really close already. I just need one more group of 4. Where are you? There we go. Okay. I have to get some kind of achievement for that, right? I'm not seeing one. Well, that's too bad. I'm wondering... You'll probably get an achievement for getting all 14 emeralds. That is an achievement in this game. So 6 more rings, and I can be supersonic. So once you get to Mushroom Hill Zone, which is the first zone from Sonic and Knuckles, in order to get the Super Emeralds, you actually have to give up your Super Form temporarily. Because what's going to happen is we are going to... How do I change? There we go. Yeah, I hope you like this song. Once you get to the place where you get the Super Emeralds and start doing the special stages again, you actually have to give up your emeralds and put them on pedestals to start doing all the stuff over again. Sorry, I got distracted. So, unless you want to skip all special stages in the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game, which will let you stay supersonic because you're not giving away your emeralds, you do have to give up your super form for a while. But, when you beat those special stages, you get hypersonic. And what hypersonic does is he can do an air dash and dash in all 8 directions, pretty far. I mean, it's like quadruple jumping far. It's a really good jump. And there's also a flash of light that will kill all of the basic enemies on the screen. So, he's extremely overpowered. I mean, if you think Supersonic's overpowered, Hypersonic is incredibly overpowered. This level. Let's do this one. I like this special stage. This is the one that I always played as a kid. Something I'll be interested to try, in the original release of this, if you had a shield, you could not go into your super form because your super form was double jumping. And with Sonic, you double jump to use the shield's ability. With Tails and Knuckles, they don't get the shield abilities unless they're passive, like fire, stopping you from taking damage from fire. But in this, there's a dedicated super transform button. So let's see if that works. Hey. And it does! That's cool. I think that's a good, tweak to the gameplay. Also, if you're noticing, I can just face plant right into breakable walls and just blow right through them with Supersonic. I don't need to even think about it. I don't need to stop. It's great. Okay, now the entire world is going to start falling down. And all I really need to do is get right here. I'm totally safe. I mean, Supersonic just makes the game so much faster. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So standard 8 hits, but there's a second portion of this where you're supposed to fly around and fight him in the air. This is going to go very quickly. I'm just going to run right into him, and he's gone. Tails taking one for the team there. I always thought this was kind of a cool fight, because this one feels like Sonic and Tails really are like a team. It's like they're teaming up to take out Robotnik, and I always thought that was really neat. Don't get me wrong, I will absolutely not draw it out if I can avoid it by playing it as Supersonic, but I always thought it was a neat concept as a kid, because it always kind of seemed like Tails was here solely for like player 2 to just grab a controller and join in, like your younger sibling or something, but in this game, Tails actually serves a pretty important purpose, so, unlike the other ones. I remember when Sonic 2 came out, Tails was hard mode in Sonic 2, because Tails could not fly, even though, like, he flied in terms of an animation, like, when he was coming back. Okay, you know what? We're just going this way. Tails would fly in Sonic 2 in terms of, like, if you lost him and he needed to come back from the come back to see Sonic on your screen. But if you played as Tails, you oh, that's neat. You absolutely could not fly as Tails. Like, you had no control over his flying in Sonic 2. He also had no super form if you got all the Chaos Emeralds. So, yeah, Tails was hard mode in Sonic 2. They made him a lot better in this next game. I honestly don't even really know why they made a flying fox, like a two-tailed flying fox, if he wasn't going to, like, be controllable by player. That was always kind of a weird design choice to me. But, I mean, he's known for that now. It's an iconic thing for the character, so it's stuck in people's minds, and I guess that's all that really matters. But yeah, in Sonic 2, even though he flew, he couldn't carry Sonic, couldn't fly on his own, couldn't turn super. He was just kind of there. I don't even know why he was made. I can't imagine the franchise without him at this point, though. You know what? I am curious about something. One of the... Let's see here. Super Hyper theme. Music changes don't affect already playing tracks. Oh, interesting. I don't know what the Sonic 3 prototype super song is. I might actually change that for the next level just to see what it is. This boss is annoying, so you gotta hit him to expose, like, his core, and then his own thing has to hit him. That's the only way he takes damage. Luckily, it's only 4 hits instead of 6. Here. Let's go ahead and change that to the prototype and see what that is. I genuinely have no idea what music that is. Okay. I do remember as a kid liking the Sonic 2 sprite more than the Sonic 3 sprite for Sonic. I just like what it looked like more. I love that they added the peel out like that. That makes me really happy, actually. Okay, get the water shield. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how I went from liking the underwater sound to not liking it. Okay. Oh! Okay. I'm trying so desperately to avoid that special stage, or the bonus stage, because I really don't like that one. It's basically Casino Night Zone from Sonic 2, where you're in a big casino, and like in Sonic 2, it can take your rings, it can take all your shield, you can just take everything. It's very bad. Ugh. Tails, where are you? I need you for this. Oh, never mind. I got lucky. Okay, I can turn into Super... You know what? Screw it, I'm going to. I was going to say I want to save my rings, but... Interesting. This almost feels like it's a track that should have been in... I don't like it as much as this one. Should have been in Sonic 3D Blast. That feels like a very Sonic 3D Blast kind of song to me. Yeah, this one's probably a little more... Oh, this one probably repeats a little bit more than the one that we just had on, but I like it better. And yeah, I transformed with the water shield, so I actually still can't drown right now, which is great. No new sprites for stuff like this. Like, this is just yellow regular Sonic again. I'm a little surprised by that, actually. The Sonic 1 Absolute, or Sonic 1 Forever and Sonic 2 Absolute actually have custom Supersonic sprites. That is a different group that did that, though, so I can't really compare them too strictly. Oh, no, no! Oh, I knew that was going to happen as soon as I jumped up there. Alright, where am I? Oh, that's all kinds of annoying. Alright. So, don't have my super form, don't have my water or bubble shield. That really sucks. Wow, that actually traveled. Like, that spark from that enemy traveled all the way through there. Ugh. Okay, Sonic. Oh, come on. There we go. I was very particular in what I was trying to do. That wasn't as random as it looked, but... Ugh. Yes, thank you, balloons. There's one part in this stage, I don't know if we're going to get to it, I don't remember which route it is, but it confounded me as a kid, where you've got to jump on one of those, these things, one of the cylinders, and you've got to make it go up and down by pressing up and down in a specific rhythm, and there is nowhere else in the stage that you have to do that to advance. But there's a part where you cannot proceed, to my knowledge, unless you do that. And as a kid, I was stuck there for so long, and I think I gave up playing the game for a while. Okay, electricity's back on. Oh, that's the good one. Let's go ahead and do this one again. Oh, well, I just heard Tails die. Okay. Honestly, with this one... Oh, Tails comes back in this one. That's interesting. If he dies in the original one, he's just gone. Yeah, with this one, you keep whatever you pick up, even if the barrier that that's following us up right now catches us. I just wanted enough rings to be supersonic, and I have plenty of that. Yeah, notice that last one gave me 90 rings just because it's so high up. Okay. Here it is! Yeah, you've got to hit up and down rhythmically here to go up and down. And there is nowhere else in the level... I mean, you can do that on every single one of the cylinders, but there's nowhere else in the stage where you are literally trapped in if you don't do it. Like, I don't know if you saw the door close behind me. Like, I was absolutely trapped in by that. Okay, well, there was a big ring up there, but that's okay. Yeah, that... Oh, maybe it's over here. Over here? There it is. Oh, and I was a second too late to get another one up, so let's... There we go. Yeah, just absolutely, like, tricked me as a kid, and I think that might have been the case for a lot of people, but... I don't even remember how I figured it out, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, again, trivial fight because it's supersonic. Robotnik is supposed to drop this, and then he'll pull you in with this and do damage to you, which obviously isn't going to work for me right now, and then he's got to come back down and get the ball, and that's when you're supposed to hit him. Ooh. I want to show at least what some of the bosses can at least do. Ooh. You can't really see that lip when it's not widescreen. Okay. Ice cap. This blew my mind as a kid. I was like, man, Sonic is so cool. He's a hedgehog and he snowboards. Why can't I be a snowboarding hedgehog? I thought that as a kid, and sometimes I still think that. Okay, that was one of the good special stages, but that's okay. This is also probably my favorite... My favorite song in Sonic 3. I love the Ice Cap music. And now we'll never hear it again. I didn't even realize that was going to happen when I said that. So I don't know if you saw that right there. That wall is the Knuckles route. So... you would go that way as Knuckles, you would just burst right through it. I think that was an electric shield. So, again, I don't get the electric shield, like, powers, like the double jump, but I do get the passive ability of the shield bringing rings to me. So, it's still worth getting the shields as supersonic. I mean, the fire shield is pretty worthless as supersonic. I mean... all it does is protect you from fire and let you dash forward, and you can't dash with it as supersonic, and obviously you don't need protection from fire, so... Another Knuckles route that way. With this, you have to use this to bust through the wall at the bottom. Yeah, these three. Oh, maybe that wasn't a Knuckles route. Maybe it was just the sliding rock route. It's kind of hard to tell where the Knuckles routes start and end. It's a very different game if you play as him, and it's really cool how they did that. I think it was that way to an extent in Sonic Mania. I don't think it was as extreme as it was in this one, though. Okay, this boss literally just makes an ice shield for himself and dives at you. Then they disperse and you gotta hit him. Very, very easy. Oh yeah, I don't know if you just saw it become daytime right there, but one of the options in this game in particular is you can have it start as daytime and stay that way, which is kind of cool. Yeah, all the people who worked on... Yes, the shield will just cut right through those. All the people who worked on, you know, Sonic 3 Air, Sonic 1 Forever, and Sonic 2 Absolute, the decompilations of the Android versions of 1 and 2, I mean, good freaking jobs. I'm sure people have told you that constantly, but... I mean, good jobs. They are fantastic. They really did modernize classic games. Like, these games are such enormous parts of my childhood. And to see them in just beautiful 60 frames and widescreen is just really nice. Like, I can't imagine playing these any other way now. Okay, I really should... Oh yeah, look, the Robotnik boxes. Those would actually hurt you and take your rings if you hit them. Not a Supersonic, though. And I was going to say I actually should be careful in this area because there are a lot of pits in this place, but I think I've passed all of them now. With these, the higher up you are when you land on it, the more springiness you get, so... There we go. Yeah, just a ton of rings up here. I almost got 100 rings just from that. Okay. This Robotnik has a bunch of, like, air puffs that come out of his ship that hurt you, but he also obviously makes a platform for you. You're supposed to jump on it, and then obviously use it to hit him. With Knuckles, that fight, the platform keeps going up and down instead of just staying where it is for Knuckles or for Sonic and Tails. It's really, really interesting, the little tweaks that Knuckles got for his game. Okay. So there is a boss fight at the end of Launch Base here that was changed for... if you hit those alarms, by the way, it makes more enemies come out. So thank you, Tails. There's a boss fight that was actually changed. It was a 2... I believe 2? Yeah, it was a... It might have been 3. Now I can't remember all the phases of the boss. It was either a two-phase fight that went down to 1 in Sonic 3 Knuckles, or a 3-phase fight that went down to 2 in Sonic 3 Knuckles. And the final phase was transferred to Knuckles to make it hard mode. One of the options that was in Sonic 3 Air was to add that boss phase back. Oh, will this give me the... There we go! That's what it looks like when you get the speed shoes. Finally got some. Yeah, one of the options was to add that other boss phase back in. So that's what I did, because I feel like that's part of that boss fight, and I didn't want to miss out on it. And if my sentences are really broken up sounding, it's because I'm concentrating like crazy. Probably should have jumped there. That's okay, though. I don't think there are any... Alright. I don't think there are any bottomless pits in this stage. I do have to watch out that I don't get crushed, though. Oops. Oh, that's okay. This is the one I'm going like. Okay. Hit the Robotnik to get him out of there. Hi, Knuckles. I don't know how he thought he was going to stop me by doing that. The exit was right there. So, this fight right here, this spinning thing, is really annoying as a not invincible character. You have to fight 2 of them at once as Knuckles. It's absolutely insane. Speedrunners have figured out how to get Sonic into the Knuckles part of the level and beat 2 of them timed a certain way to have the second one die and act like you beat Act 2, so you can completely skip Act 2, which is pretty insane. Hey, Salve Ispi Burzmail. Person-shaped blur. I hope that's me. I also apologize if I missed that. If you've been waiting for me to respond to that for a while, I was getting really into this. Also, did you see the fire shield that I just got and wasted immediately? I hope that was entertaining for everybody. Whew, okay. I don't like not having a shield. Okay. Yeah, these birds that were flying around only in the first act only came from when you hit the alarm. In this one, they're just kind of here. So that's kind of annoying. You can kind of control your direction a little bit on these. It's kind of wily, but that's okay. Okay. I'm also realizing I feel like I am better at Sonic 3 than I am at Sonic 1 and 2, which I don't know if I would have guessed that. I think I did play a lot more Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a kid than I did Sonic 1 and 2, though. Like I said, this, in my opinion, is still the best 2D Sonic game that's come out. So, just an observation about myself. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay. I always liked the pipe traveling as a kid. It's too bad you can't get the invincibility stars when you're supersonic. There was a debug mode glitch to be able to do that in Sonic 2, and I always thought it was really cool. Actually, it wasn't even debug mode. I think if you just had the stars and turned into supersonic, you got the stars of supersonic. Yeah, I don't even think that was a debug thing in Sonic 2. I guess I could try that in this one. I haven't turned into supersonic after getting the invincibility thing, so I guess it could happen in this one now. I don't want that thing to launch me. That's another Knuckles path down there. Those blocks blocking the way, no pun intended. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's right. This was the first phase I was thinking of. Yeah, so with this one, you literally... Was I just standing on him? That one, you don't even need to be supersonic. You can literally just bounce on him. Bite Tails! Oh, he looks so sad! Yep. This is what you get for punching me. And then, that's the end of Sonic 3, right? Like, after this fight. So if you're only playing Sonic 3, you're like, is Knuckles dead? What happened to him? He's just gone. But obviously, that wasn't supposed to be the end of the game. We're seeing this giant base take off now. Okay. Yeah, so... Hey, it's keeping the music. That's cool. I think that was an option in the game, too. So yeah, it's just this big old tower, Robotnik tower, that shoots lasers at you. Now, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this is where it would end. In Sonic 3, you will also get this boss. with this awesome boss music. He can still grab me as Supersonic, and it wastes time. You fool. Oh, I'm really not hitting him right there. Yeah, so that part right there was actually removed from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and it was kind of jarring when I first played it as a kid, because I was like, the boss is missing. But yeah, again, Knuckles does do that fight, which, you know, again, he jumps not as high, so it might be harder to hit the boss's weak point. Part of me wanted to play this as Knuckles for this stream, but I figured I would do it as Sonic and Tails just because you get more levels in the end that way. So, there we go. We kind of thwarted the Death Egg. I don't know how we thwarted the Death Egg from getting up into space just by killing that one Robotnik ship, but whatever. He should not have tied the explosives on his own ship to his own little pod thing. Robotnik's not smart. Tails just locked us in. So, this is Hidden Palace. We are going to give up the Chaos Emeralds, and they are going to make pedestals for us to get the Super Emerald versions of them. These are the current shapes of the Chaos Emeralds in the modern Sonic games. This is the first game that used this shape. Now, if you'll notice, we have these yellow spheres. The yellow spheres are springs. They will launch us like crazy. A lot of the time, they are pretty wild and kind of hard to control. I don't like using them. In this level, you kind of have to get around a little bit, though. But yeah, it's kind of hard to predict where they're gonna put you. And in case it wasn't obvious before, we are getting blue spheres while we are also on a big sphere. So if I just stay walking in one direction forever, if it doesn't kill me, like if I don't run into a red sphere or something, I'll just circle back around to where I came from. So. Okay, well, I clearly didn't do that right. See, it's kind of hard to gauge, like, where... Well, for me, it's kind of hard to gauge where I am. Okay, where... Yeah, see, like, if I just stayed on this one path... Oh, never mind. I was gonna show it the cycling, but... There was crap in my way. Oh, it's getting really fat. There we go. Alright. Even now, I get nervous when it gets that fast. Also, how big are these Super Emeralds that I can literally stand on the pedestals? Unless those are just representations of what they actually are. Okay. 1 of 7 again. No more, No more, super form for a while. But boy, is it satisfying to get your hyper form in this. Tails is kind of an interesting mix of easy and hard mode. Tails does not have a super form as quickly as Sonic and Knuckles do. Sonic and Knuckles get their super form from getting the 7 Chaos Emeralds, but Tails only gets a super form after getting the 7 Super Emeralds. So you have to get 14 Emeralds as Tails in order to... Oh, this is a perfect part for him, too. In order to get any super form as him. Oh, I thought that was a special stage. So yeah, he gets a super form, and it's a cool super form too, because not only are you fast and invincible, but being Tails, you can still fly, and you have 2 or 3 birds. Or maybe even 4 birds. You have a bunch of birds that follow you around, and that will kill enemies for you if they're on the screen. So, it's probably one of the best super forms, if not the best, but it takes a long time to get it. So, it's like Sonic is, I guess, kind of easy mode, Tails is medium mode, Knuckles is hard mode. But again, you also get a bonus Final Form stage as Sonic that you don't get with anybody else. Okay, got this here Lumberjack. Oh, super easy, just avoid the fire and avoid the pieces of wood. I did not avoid the fire. I bet there's an achievement for knocking something out of the ground. Oh, there we go. And there was not an achievement. Oh, there we go. And there was not an achievement. It's cool that I got a shield, though. Yeah, that Salve thing on Twitch is just gonna be a forever thing, isn't it? Thank you, The Forgotten City. That was a fun playthrough. In this. I know I usually get like 2 more in this stage, 2 more Super Emeralds, so... Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't really matter which order you do them in. I just like being organized, so I just go left to right. This one is not that difficult if all you're trying to do is get the blue spheres, but if you'll notice, the rings are in the middle over there, so you've got to deviate from your course. Also, if you jump too soon over here without getting the final blue sphere to hit that spring, you are not going to be able to go back. So, this level was in Sonic Mania, and one of the achievements or unlockables or whatever that you can get in that is getting all the rings in the special stages. And I did it. It was really hard, but I did do it. So, I always like the way you end this here. You just let yourself get him backwards. It's really cool. If you touch anything, you're not finishing that stage. Oh no, SB Burzmail, by all means. That was not me saying to stop with Salve. I think that's cool. I quite like that. That was definitely not a comment born of disgust. I quite like that. Please don't... Please, whatever my next game is, please don't tell me that I gotta go fast or something, because I played Sonic previously. Oh my god. Okay, well... Oh, and there was nothing there. Nothing there! I got myself all dizzy for no reason. Oh, well... Alright, so there are at least 3, yeah. At least 3 that I know of in this first one. I probably missed... You could probably get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in, the first stage of Sonic 3 and all 7 Super Emeralds in the first stage of this, but I do not know where they are if you can. I didn't... So, I already know, just from muscle memory, this is not the route that I normally took as a kid, so... That's unfortunate. 8 more. 6. 4... There we go. Thank goodness. That's a quick one. See, it's crazy to me, because back in the day, like I said, the rings only got you, like, continues or extra lives. There was no reason to keep going after the rings in the special stages. At least in Sonic Mania, you actually got something for it. I mean, in this one, I got an achievement for getting everything at one point, so... Oh, chicken's gone. These things right here, I don't even know what to call these things. That's how you used to activate the, cheat mode in Sonic and Knuckles back in the day. You had to, instead of doing it at the title screen like you did for every other Sonic game, you had to find one of those things and, put in a button combination while you were hanging on it. This is just an auto-scroller where you just avoid the fire coming out of the front of them and the spikes coming out of the tree things. That's fairly simple, you just gotta not rush yourself. Let me see something. Oh, it doesn't work. So I always thought the noise on this ship was annoying as a kid, but on the Genesis, if you hit pause and then unpaused it, it would actually get rid of that audio track, which was kind of funny. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was going to last the whole stage. Okay, there is something up there. It takes too long to get it, so we're not going to do it. Oh, that's a lot smoother. I like that. Well... This is another one, like, the music is really good, but I'm not a huge fan of the level, if we're being perfectly honest. Way too much, instant death. Like, everything under me is a pit right now. Oh, I should have done that! Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I didn't hit any kind of anything on that. Yeah, I do like the smoothness of that. That's really cool. No! Tails gets the short end of every stick in this game. Poor Tails. Now, to activate Tails helping you, I've got to do a double jump command, which I'm not going to do out here when I've got the fire shield. Okay. Otherwise, I would have had him just fly me over everything. Just such interesting... Just interesting design choices. Like, what even are these? That scared the heck out of me as a kid when I hit that and a bunch of guys came out of it. You don't actually have to time... Oops. You don't actually have to time this. You just hold the direction you want to jump and you'll fly off in that direction. I accidentally got hit there because I've realized all 4 buttons on my controller are jump, apparently. Well, 3 of them are. The top one is turned into supersonic. And I accidentally hit jump when I shouldn't have. Ooh. That was satisfying. Oh, geez, where am I? Okay. Hey, check this out. Another trick. I think another thing that this thing is doing that the original game didn't is I think it's giving you, like, an invincibility grace period after your invincibility runs out. Because I don't remember flashing like I was invincible. Oh, this is bad. After the invincibility running out. Like, no iframes or anything. a secret right there. First one of the stage. Let's go for green. The loading into these special stages is much faster in this than it is in the original version of the game, too. If I remember correctly, I don't think I actually have to take any of the spring spheres in this one. I don't know that for sure, though. I might have to. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Got scared there for a minute. I meant to turn and I didn't. 13, so it's going to be, yeah, another 9 of these. And another one of those cross-shaped ones with the rings in the middle. So... probably going to have to take another spring thing to get there. Having a hard time finding one now. Ah, okay. There we go. I always liked that one as a kid. Okay, there we go. Starting to feel sick. Back. I moved my mouse so Shingo could sit on the mouse pad because he just likes doing that. Here? Yep. Come on. I guess I could have had Tails just flying over this a little bit easier. Ooh, jeez. And this guy, you can't really... Not really much of any way to do it. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that he attacked me right there. Like, oh, he's not going to do it now. If you actually run through the arm that's swinging at you, he can't even do that much. He's easy. He's just slow to take out. Time we got 8:48. We're still doing pretty good. Ooh, I thought I was getting killed right there. Truth be told, I don't really know what those things are that launch me forward. They kind of just look like roller skates. It might just be roller skates. I never really learned to roller skate, so maybe that's how roller skates work. I thought there was an upper path there. Oh, I hate it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. You know what? I actually want to take the fire shield in this one. That one right there that I just spin dashed through was just cruel. The timing on that is so specific. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's nothing even up there. Oh, I got hit for nothing. Ooh, Tails is tempting fate there. I just tempted fate for a second. I think there might be another... I can't remember if there's another secret entrance to a special stage in this level or not. I mean, I'm sure there's something somewhere, but not that I can remember. Yeah, that thing. I don't know what that thing is. Alright, so this is not a... Yeah, I can't kill him any sooner. I just have to let him blow up his own stupid, Let him blow up his own place. Look at how sad he is about blowing up his own place. Like, if he can move those things as much as he wants to, it's a very easy way to kill me. I don't know if you knew this, as I mentioned earlier, but Robotnik is not smart. He says he is. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. Got kind of worried for a second there. Oh, it's fast. Oh! Well, that's not good! Oh my goodness! Okay, well that... Oh, and I just lost all of my friggin' rings! Okay, he only swings like that twice when you're Knuckles, so I got distracted. That was unfortunate is what that was. Oh boy, okay. I'm glad that was an easy fix. Huh. I have a love-hate relationship with Sandopolis. I like the music. I like the ghosts in Act 2. It is slower, though. There are a lot of these walls that block your path. Excuse me. I have no idea what this string is connected to. I always thought these rocks looked like they had, like, the face of a guy squinting at me. Like Mario just squinting at me. It kind of looked like. Ah! Oh, I hate it. Physics! Yeah, this game really liked faking you out. They took things that were... that you expect to be good for you, and expect to do something. Yes, see that right there. And they just turn them into bad things. And Sonic 3, there we go. Sonic 3 didn't do that as much. All the tricky stuff is in Sonic and Knuckles. Okay. Yeah, the Sonic and Knuckles special stages are so much harder than the Sonic 3 ones. Okay. I'm always so afraid to take those spring things. Okay, I think we're back on track now. Yes. Okay, we are good. Whew! Okay. Yeah, see, you still get a perfect bonus if you get the rings, but I just want to be super. Alright, so... that was 4 already, I think? 4 or 5? Oh, well, I mean, this is bad. Oh, Tails, that's a bad idea. Where the heck am I? Oh, well, that seems totally pointless. So was I supposed to go this way? Oh, maybe I was supposed to go up. Okay. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I don't even know how to get to where I just was. I'll be honest, I don't really like the iframes after invincibility. I'm used to that not being there, and it's throwing me off. That was good physics, also. I think there actually is a way to change that. When I was looking through the options, I saw something about the invincibility. But I'm okay for right now. I thought that was the end of the level, but... oh, it's got sound now. Ah! Oh, I shouldn't have jumped. Yeah, see, it's just a lot of slow segments like this, but I like the music, so... I guess I won't complain too much. Ah! Oh, okay. I don't know who built all these... ah! Oh! Got hit, and it's taking me longer now. Probably could just plummet down. This one I know I can just plummet down. Okay. This guy, when I was a kid, took me a long time to figure out how to kill. So you can do this one of a couple of ways. Like, oh! Okay, they changed that. You can either do that, or you can just kind of let him jump to his death. Yeah. So they made him... for Sonic 3 A.I.R, I guess, they made him slide on the ground a lot more. That used to take a lot longer to do in the original game. That's pretty cool. That is a nice quality of life change. I do appreciate that, because there's really no reason to draw that out. Alright, so the gimmick in this level is there are these lights that you can turn on after the torches start to go out. Now, it's not hard to see what you're doing in the dark, but in a minute here... Yeah, so we just let ghosts out. So now, these ghosts are going to hang out up here, and will disappear if you turn the lights on. If you let it get super dark, and it stays that way for a little bit, they will actually become hostile and attack you. Again, Knuckles being hard mode, when you enter Sandopolis, it is... the ghosts are already out. So you don't even have any time in the game to learn what's happening. Part of me is kind of wondering if that's supposed to imply that Sonic had already been here and let them out, and then Knuckles got here after Sonic did? I don't know if that's what they were trying to imply, but all I know is it's hard mode. Also, you'll notice these things that I keep pushing. These open stone doors that I have to get to before they close. That's what the ticking down in the background is. Like that. That's a stone door right there. Oh, God. Oh, geez, stop. The ghosts are never really a threat when you're Sonic, in my opinion. You're never that far away from a light source. You see, there's like step 2 darkness. Okay. Fill the place up with some sand. It is important to pay attention to what's happening here. You can get crushed if the sand fills the place. That's kind of the point. Okay. For a minute, I couldn't remember the final boss in this this zone, but I just remembered what it was. See, now it's just everything is trying to stop you. So you kind of gotta constantly jump to see what's gonna be there. I do not know what was in the other direction, and I was too afraid to go check. Okay, and whoop, I believe that is it. Oh, nope, that is not it. That's it for that section. I really thought we were at the end of the stage for a minute. Ugh, yeah, I saw that happening. Yeah, you are... There's another Knuckles route right there. He busts through that wall. Again, I have no idea where the rope is. Fun to watch, though. If I could have turned into Super Sonic, I would have gone in that special stage. Probably could have gone down there to have gotten that, but that's okay. I believe all this does is make it, yeah, it just makes a solid floor. Yeah, there we go. Oh, jeez! Oh my goodness, alright. I don't think I knew this one was up here. Okay, so we have 5. Huh. This is another one that can get kind of twisty. I have a hard time figuring out where I've been and where I haven't been in these. Or in this one in particular, but that's okay. As long as I don't break the rule of touching something red, everything's fine. I just made that hard for myself. I should have just kept running forward. Okay, I just made it hard for myself again. I should have not pressed anything. Holy crap. Okay. I'm getting nervous. Alright, one more. Did not know that that one was up here. This is the end. Now we're done. Okay, ouch. Oh. There we go. Oh, okay, thank you, Tails. Okay. Lava Reef. I love the music in this, too. You know what? I might actually like this more than, Ice Cap. I guess Fire beats Ice for me. Now, this one, if I remember correctly, and I might not, it's been a while since I played this, I don't believe this level has a boss, excuse me, for Sonic, but I believe it does for Knuckles, because hard mode. Yeah, I don't actually think there's even a zone boss, for us in this one. Well, that lasted no time at all. I'm not really concerned about getting hit right now because it doesn't matter if I get hit to get into the special stages. As long as I have the one ring. That's all I need. Oop, jeez, Sonic. One of these has a special thing in it. Is it this one? There we go. Alright. Wow. Yeah, some of the physics in this game aren't exactly the same as the original, are they? This is another one that has a really satisfying ending, if I remember correctly. I went the wrong way. Okay. Okay, so the speed of everything is going to be a little different now. I kind of like the levels that creatively do things as far as like going backwards goes. You don't do it very much in these levels, and it's very scary. And if you're playing as Sonic and Tails, being there can kind of throw you off a little bit. There we go. Okay. Gonna move a little faster now. All right. And now the Master Emerald is shining. This is also the first game that had the Master Emerald in it, which became a series staple. And as of Sonic Adventure, is actually a pretty important plot element. Oh, yeah. There we go. So this is Hypersonic. He's all rainbowy, and he... Sonic Drop Dash. Oh, I unlocked the Drop Dash. That's, like I said, the Sonic 3 Air people added unlockables in the game. So... But see, like, you can just launch yourself anywhere. You're killing everything on the screen. You're launching yourself wherever. It's really satisfying. You've always got the shadows following you. This was the first game that had the shadows like this. I believe with Tails only being a super form, I don't think he had shadows trailing him. I think that was just to differentiate between super and hyper forms. Yeah. These things just shoot at you, and then this hand comes down and smashes you in your super form. You literally just stand here. Tails is yawning, as he should be, because this is easy as hell. Okay. Alright, now the lava is all hardened and crystallized. Yeah, you know what? I think this might actually be my favorite music in the game. I'll just go ahead and confirm it. Confirmed. Confirmed. Two Thumbs Pete 2022. Lava Reef music is the music of the game. I expect to see many articles about this. Welp. Oh, now I actually have to be careful. That's not how you be careful. Okay. Tails is really trying to... Oh, cool. Okay, we're gonna do this one. There is absolutely no negative to this at this point, and I'm just gonna come out of here with like a billion zillion rings. Or at least 100. Yeah, those black orbs will just bounce you, which is obviously bad in this level. Okay, there's that. There we go. Yeah, sometimes that can be a 1-up, sometimes it can be rings. It's better when it's rings, because when you get them that high into the bonus stage, you get 90 rings. So, I mean, you're basically getting an extra life anyway, but you're getting more super form time, too. So, it's kind of a bummer when it's just a 1-up, but whatever. I guess I'll take that. I really don't need to right at this point, but that's okay. Also, let the record show, I have no idea where I am right now. I don't normally take this route. Okay, I have an idea of where I am now. It really is repetitive music, isn't it? I just realized I was actually, like, zoning out because the music was, like, hypnotizing me. Okay, I think we are coming up to bottomless pit areas, if I remember correctly. I don't know when they start. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. There's the death egg where it crashed in the background. Yep, here's Knuckles. For some reason, I am thwarted by a brick. Oh! Oh. This boss. I forgot about this guy. So, I'm gonna wait to be hypersonic because if I fall, doesn't matter, I can't get hurt. I totally forgot about this guy. Tails messed that up for me. Okay, oh, and it's another... Oh, no! That wasn't a floor I could stand on. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way, I guess. I still can't picture the boss. I do not remember who the boss was in this. I totally forgot about this. You know what? Much as I like the electric shield, I'm gonna hang on to that one. He's the boss. You know, the Scott Baio show, who was the boss? That was Scott Baio, right? That's right! Actually, I think that was Scott Baio. I can't remember who it was. Was it Tony Danza? I don't know who the boss was. I don't know who's the boss. I forgot about this. Okay, so Knuckles does not fight this boss, so it's actually Knuckles that doesn't have a boss in Lava Reef. I forgot about this. Yeah, I just realized I don't really need to be jumping on these things, but whatever. Oh, that's right. This is 14 hits, I think. There was an option in the options to make this the standard 8 hits instead of 14, but I just left it where it was. This is a quality of life thing. I guess I could have put it on 8 hits and not really missed anything. The brightness of the lava is messing with my vision. There we go. I forgot about him. Yeah, I didn't even put together that I had seen that option in the options menu to know that there actually was a boss. So here is Hidden Palace. This is the first Sonic game where Hidden Palace was officially playable. It's pretty well known at this point that it was planned for Sonic 2. There are still remnants on the Sonic 2 cartridge, even though the level is not playable. It became playable in the Sonic 2 mobile remaster, which we played. And this boss is Knuckles. You piece of crap. I don't know how to do this fight, clearly. Alright, it has been so long since I've done this fight as not a super form that I don't remember how to do it. I mean, jumping straight down onto his head is definitely an option. I know that works. Okay, now I've basically just, like, locked him in. Alright. And this is where we find out that Knuckles was tricked. We thought he was just a bad guy up to this point, but Robotnik's betraying him to take the Master Emerald. That's why Sonic Adventure has the reference of, did Eggman trick you again? That's a direct reference to this. I always thought this was weird as a kid. Like, that's creepy. His brain just got electrocuted. Tails, why are you standing in front of him? His brain just got electrocuted. And he's just like, no, I'm gonna keep going. But now look at him. He's like, duh! I feel very bad for him. Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish this game. So, I guess by using the power of the Master Emerald, Robotnik was able to get the Death Egg immediately fixed, which, I mean, that honestly kind of makes sense, all things considered, what the Emeralds do in these games. See you, Knuckles. Hope you're fine. Oh, Tails! Oh, Tails tried to fuck me. Don't like it. So, an interesting, design choice. When you play as Knuckles, the person that Knuckles fights at the end of every, oh look, it's Mecha Sonic. Not Metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic. And he's in Sonic 1 Robotnik, boss mode. Knuckles fights one of those Egg robots at the end of every stage, which is interesting because you would think if Robotnik betrays him, I'm going to do this just to make sure I have as many rings as I need, you would think you would be fighting Robotnik, and Knuckles' final boss is Mecha Sonic, which is really weird. Like, I always, even as a kid, I was like, Knuckles has more motivation to fight Robotnik than anything in this. So, I don't know why... I don't know why those character choices are the way that they are. They just kind of are that way, and it's really weird. I know when you're playing as Knuckles and you do, I can't remember what World 8 is. It's the... or Level 8. It's the one where we glitched and fell through the platform. That's still Robotnik in that ship, but I think that's solely just because they forgot to change the sprite on him. Hey, look, it's Sonic 2 boss, Metal Sonic / Robotnik. Remember this guy? No touchy. You couldn't touch me if you wanted to. But yeah, I always thought it was weird that a single Egg Robo, or maybe it's not a single one, maybe it's a bunch, ended up being Knuckles', like, arch nemesis. It's made absolutely no freaking sense at all to me. I need to stop jumping. It's very easy to die here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and then he does moves that are similar to Silver Sonic from Sonic 2, but they're not totally the same. It's like a little variation. Interestingly, and again, I don't know why Mecha Sonic is Knuckles' final boss, but you fight him as Super Mecha Sonic as Knuckles. Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you, SV Bursmail. It was Tony Danza. I did not remember who the boss was. I said Scott Baio, and I immediately thought to myself, no, that's not right. Tony Danza got promoted from being a taxi driver to being the boss. Also physics. Look at this. Look at the physics. I haven't actually... I never really got into Who's the Boss the way I got into... That was a good way to start this. The way I got into a lot of other, like, Nick at Night shows. I'm going down here, I guess. But yeah, as soon as I said Scott Baio, I was like, I've failed everyone. Oh, that's a thing that happened. Alright. Let's just go through here and take this route. Oh! What just happened there? Okay. That was not supposed to... I was not supposed to not take damage from that. With that one, every time you jumped and touched the treads, they changed directions. So my electric shield will protect me from walking on those platforms, but for some reason, at least in the original version, the lightning would still actually hurt you. I am not going to test to see if it's the same here. One ring! Come on. Alright. Ah, they sped that up. That's cool. The original game was slower than that. God, my eyes. I'm gonna wait until I go through another one of those, only because it will waste your time as hypersonic or whatever type of super form is. So I'm actually gonna just do this a bit faster. That's, again, that was like muscle memory right there. Even if I didn't have the shield, I think I would have jumped down, and it would have been a bad time. Alright, so this one, I have to hit these yellow parts until they all turn red. Ugh. There we go. Alright. I forgot how headache-inducing Death Egg is. Yeah, that's appreciated. They sped that up, and that makes me really happy. Not the travel is the same speed. It's the countdown that they sped up. That is true, yeah. Scott is in charge, but he's not really in charge. The answer to the question, who's the boss, is Tony Danza. That's not only telling us who the boss is from, you know, who... I don't know what I was just going to say. It's Tony Danza. Whoa. Thank you, Tails. I just realized doing the double jump dash thing as hypersonic makes Tails fly a lot, and that could potentially mess me up. Yeah, I think I may have only seen, like, half an episode of Who's the Boss in my whole life. But I did watch a lot of Taxi, though. I had seen a lot of Taxi. What else did I watch on Nick at Night? Taxi, Welcome Back, Kotter, All the Family and the Jeffersons, I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. Watched all those. I'm wondering if Who's the Boss wasn't on Nick at Night. Maybe that's why I haven't seen a whole lot of it. I think Family Matters is probably the closest thing I watched to Who's the Boss. But yeah, if it was on Nick at Night, I would have watched basically every episode of it. That's the only reason I'm thinking maybe it wasn't on Nick at Night. Red? Okay. There's a lot going on in this stage, so I want to be able to be hypersonic all the time. Tails, you're failing repeatedly. Oh, that was nice of him. He got that. Oh, I missed it. That's usually a lot of rings. There we go. Yeah, so that just gave me like 70 rings. Oh! Okay, wait a minute. So, Scott Baio was in Charles in Charge? I'm so confused now. So Scott Baio and Tony Danza were both... Okay. I hope nobody is offended by my lack of knowledge of Charles in Charge. I know this is important. I didn't realize they were both in that show, if they were both in there. I feel like an 80s to 90s sitcom failure right now. I'm really glad I didn't miss that. Oh my god, I'm getting everything confused. Okay. I was thinking of Who's the Boss in my head every single time I said Charles in Charge. Okay. I got very confused. Because I haven't watched either one of those shows a lot. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine now. I promise everything is fine. Like, relatively. Oh my god. It's two shows about bosses or being in charge. I can't be fully blamed for that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I think I actually... Yeah, I have to do this the regular way. There really isn't another way to do it. So, you just gotta spin into these things and flip them up on this guy, or have the gravity change, like, when he's above them. Oh, that's cool. Usually, you bounce off the spiky guys if you go the wrong way, but I think they changed that. Oh, nope, I just glitched through him the first time. There are a lot of bosses in this one. Okay. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of embarrassed by that. Okay, I am not going to change into hypersonic in this one unless I lose my shield, because this one's a fairly easy boss to just kind of sit here and do. Hey, good job, Tails. Hi, Triangles. Okay. So with this one, you have to hit him in the nose to get the Master Emerald to come out. I guess he's allergic to getting hit in the nose. And it's still not over. There is still another boss. And it's just regular Robotnik. Can I be... Oh! I am not allowed to be hypersonic here. That's interesting. I don't remember if that's how it was in the original game. You actually probably... It's probably a better idea to not be super here, because you really need to control what you're doing. Okay. You can actually fall off right there. So, this is the final zone where you're constantly running out of rings as you're flying, and you can dash forward to go faster. This zone is exclusive to Sonic. If you do not have all of the Super Emeralds, you come here or as Super Sonic, which is weird because even if you give up your Chaos Emeralds to try to get all the Super Emeralds and Hypersonic, if you don't do that by the end of the game, you can still somehow turn into Super Sonic to get into the Doomsday Zone. I don't know if they maybe fixed that for Sonic 3 A.I.R, but story-wise it made absolutely no sense in the original one. Getting hit by the missiles or getting hit by the rocks, like, it doesn't hurt you, but it does slow you down, and you are fighting the clock here. So now what I gotta do is I have to get him to shoot missiles and drive him into his own face. If he drives him into me, that is a missile I can't use against him. And it also takes more time. I am constantly pressing the dash button to, oh, they both hit him. I am constantly pressing the dash button to get around him really quickly like this. Alright, and it is not over yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, SB Bursmail, you're right. I didn't watch a lot of Family Ties for some reason. I don't know if that just wasn't on when I was home or something. I watched a lot of Full House, though. Boy, that show. That is a corny show. I mean, so is Family Matters, but Family Matters are Urkel, so... Alright, now I gotta dash ahead and just hit him. Obviously everything can stop me, but if you just stay, like, in the middle and just keep dashing forward, there is literally nothing anything can do to stop you. It's very, very easy. This is just supposed to be like an epic finale, and it is! It's great. That's the end. Alright. Long play. Oh, I'll bet that's an achievement for doing all this in one sitting. That's cool. And I got Knuckles and Tails mode. The credits music is different. This is music that usually plays, I think, during the credits of Sonic 3. So... yeah, I liked Family Matters. I always just called that show Urkel. My family just called the show Urkel because that's why we watched it. And that's ironically also why it ended, because the other actors were upset that it basically just became the Urkel show. So... and you want to talk about jumping the shark, that show did some... that show had some insane one-episode plot devices later on. Also notice the Master Emerald is still glowing because we got all the Super Emeralds. It's kind of a cool effect there. Also, I guess it can just balance on the ground. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. They fixed the word Sonic to show the right way. I figure we watch the end of this just to see if I unlock anything else. Such a good game. Honestly, it's such a good game. I really genuinely do feel like this is the best 2D Sonic game that there is. Whether you're playing it in the A.I.R version or whether you're playing it the original version, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is so good. I also believe in the Origins version that is the only way to get this now. they had to use the alternate soundtrack because they could not get the rights to the original music. I wanted to say in Sonic 3 A.I.R you could choose the soundtrack you wanted, but I didn't see a place for that. Maybe that's an unlockable, but I thought for sure that you could. But yeah, there was an alternate soundtrack that was like the soundtrack for the original PC release on disc of Sonic 3 and Knuckles that was all in-house music, which was also fine. I don't think... Oh, Gene Simo's been around for a while. I don't think it was as good as the soundtrack that we got, you know, as the public. I actually think that soundtrack in the original PC release was a lot of them were beta tracks, so those actually technically came before the Michael Jackson songs, and then they just used the Michael Jackson songs. So I like what we got, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Gotta add some of those credits. Yeah, there we go. I thought some of the, yeah, G Spin Dash, good job on the music, too. I thought some of the, music was a little different in the credits, like they were gonna add stuff. Oh, it's cool that they made a Switch version. Again, you're only going to be able to use that if you have a hackable Switch, but... Oh, thank you. I don't feel like the best, but I'll take it. Yeah. Ah, it's so good. Such a good game. Are there more credits? There might be more credits. Oh, no, it's just this one. That's right. Ah, so good. Alright, so what did I get? Yeah, I don't know what competition mode is. Alright, so I got the drop dash. I got Knuckles and Tails mode. This is probably the peel out, holding up and hitting jump from Sonic CD. Oh, this is debug mode. So you could just activate debug mode, and then I don't know what this is. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what that last one is. But now, I guess, according to what I was just reading... Gameplay... Yeah, see, like, Angel Island bombing, you can, like, change that. The Big Arms boss fight is the one I enabled at the end of Zone 6. You can turn off the Sandopolis ghosts. Let's see here. You can change it to Miles or Tails. So where did it say I can do that? Options menu and controls. I would not have guessed that. Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, and then you can change all of this stuff. Oh, there's Tails flight cancel. That's cool. Full jump control lock. That's, I guess, if you want to be able to fully control your momentum. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I kept the way it was. I don't know what the difference between Sonic Mania and Sonic 3 Bubble Shield bounce is. I didn't know there was a difference. They added a Hyper Tails in this game. You can add a bunch of abilities to Super Sonic's jump. I mean, it's really, really cool what they did. So... But, yeah, I think that's about all I've got. We played through the whole thing. Yeah, and you are right. You can just kind of plow through all of the classic Sonic games in Super Sonic mode. You really... I mean, I guess you technically have to know where to go to not get, like, crushed or to fall or whatever, but, I mean, it really does make the game super easy. I'm thinking the first time you're playing the game, you're not supposed to be able to get everything that quickly. So... what's it do? Oh, that was weird. This is the example thing, and it just kind of, like... ticked itself a little bit. I don't know what this thing's doing. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of cheap to do it that way, but it's also a lot of fun just to see how fast you can go through stuff without getting stopped. So, but anyway, I think that is about all I've got. Excuse me. I'm actually considering, this is kind of cool. Oh, that's neat. And I've just got a level select now. That's cool. I'm thinking of doing Sonic 3D Blast next. I would love to figure out how to get the Sega Saturn version of that working. Also, is this gonna work? Oh my goodness! Look at that! Oh, that's so cool! I wonder if they just added that in the main game. That's really cool. This was not possible in the original game. That's really neat. So does it give me supersonic or hypersonic? Gives me super. Okay, I wonder. Whoops. I want to see if it'll actually, like, bring Tails in. Ah, dang. No, I didn't think it would, but that's really cool. That was certainly not in the original version of the game, so that's neat. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about doing Sonic 3D Blast next, which I actually really liked. The Saturn version is way better than the Genesis one that seems to get played so much, though, so I'm going to try to see if I can get that emulated. Yeah, the special stages by themselves are worth it in the Saturn version. But anyway, I appreciate you watching again, as always. And I will be back soon, probably next week. In the meantime, stay safe. It's getting cold out. I know a lot of places are getting snow. We're expecting a little bit of snow on Monday. So if that's you, be careful. But yeah, I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay healthy. And I hope to see you again later. Thank you again for watching more Sonic. It's just been a Sonic-filled month. So I will see you later, and have a good rest of the week. And thank you for setting me straight with those shows. And I will probably never forget that again now.